So I'm here with Tobias from FrogTape, and you're going to give me a little bit of information about FrogTape, double-sided poly hanging tape. So could you just give me a little information about what it actually is?
Yeah, sure. So this is our double-sided containment tape, and basically it's for sealing off doors, windows, or any area that you need containment from. And really, it's a two-sided tape. So you have a very high aggressive coating adhesive on one side, and what that does is that bonds to the poly hanging that you're doing. And then it has a painter's style tape that's a clean release on the other side. So what you would do is you would pull a piece off, you would apply the paint side right to the door frame or the window frame or to the wall. Then you would attach your poly hanging onto it, onto the aggressive side, and then you're all sealed.
I've used it for making cabinet spray booths for years and years. I think it goes back, I don't know, maybe 15 years. Has it been around that long?
It's been around quite a bit.
It's been around quite a bit.
But it really hasn't been as popular. A lot of people will use the old method where they'll put kind of a painter's tape, then they'll go ahead and get another tape ready. Yeah. They'll try and hold up their poly, put some duct tape on it, and it takes a long time. And this really saves about half the time to do that.
The old school method, as soon as the forced air heating or you turn the fans on, it starts coming down, and there's nothing more annoying than your booth falling down and you're constantly, pretty soon we got literally 5 rows of tape and trying to hold it up. So you explained the difference between the two different sides. The one side is less aggressive than the other, and I really noticed that. I noticed the side that sticks to surfaces, because what we actually put it on painted surfaces, you're going to be putting it on trim, you're going to put it on walls, ceilings.
Correct.
I think probably in my entire career, there's only been one time it's ever pulled a little bit of paint off a ceiling. So it actually does work, and it's very aggressive holding the plastic on.
It's a premium product, and again, just having the ability to have a clean release so that you're not damaging more than you have to and then have to repair again. Having that strong hold, as you mentioned, so that it sticks really well and you're not going to lose your poly and create any gaps. I think those are really the biggest benefits. But then also, it's a very affordable way to save half the time and half the cost of a traditional way to do that.
Yeah, financially, it's actually going to save you a ton of money and a ton of frustrations. I just trimmed my fingernails last night, and that's not very good for grabbing the edge of the plastic.
No, there's a couple ways to do it. I've seen a lot of contractors. Sometimes, if you just rip down the middle, just about 1/4 of an inch, like right through here. So if you can do this sometimes, it gives you an easier way to separate it. Or sometimes I'll see guys with an X-Acto knife just kind of twist it and pull it apart. So it depends on what you're comfortable with, but there's definitely tricks to the trade.
So now so as long as I've been installing this, I've never heard that tip. So a pro tip. So just rip it down,
and then you can peel it apart a lot easier.
A lot easier.
Just pull it to the side.
Pull to the side.
And it just opens that right up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Double-sided poly hanging tape has a clean release time. What is that?
It's 21 days, so that without leaving any residue on the substrate.
So you can leave this containment door up, you can leave your booth hanging up, anything hanging up for 21 days. It's going to clean release, not leave any residue behind, and usually it's going to come down simply and easily. I'll show you how. One thing cool, it's got a really aggressive tack to it. That's on there, extremely strong. But one thing is the plastic, if you're using heavy enough mill plastic, your plastic will cleanly release from it. If you're using a thick enough mill plastic, you can reuse the plastic, which is really cool. If you don't want to send plastic to the waste, I can to the landfills. I can fold that up. I can reuse it. Now the tape itself clean releases from the surface, and it's not going to take any paint with it. Just comes off simply and easily.